to it a bit, it's not a bad mode. Capture point maps in the sense of like Anubis, Volskaya, etc. Not quite endearing themselves to the players as much, but even then, we still see them get played a little bit more recently as well.
All right, so I'm hoping to see a strong performance from this team. I don't even remember what they're called anymore.
Prets. They are the Prets.
The Prets, like a pretzel or something.
Yeah, the pretzel. It could be referring to something else entirely. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how they pan out here, of course, going against REUNITED. REUNITED, one of the top teams in EU. They've been battle-tested over months of competitive Overwatch, going all the way back to Beta 1 and then some. So if you want to talk about a benchmark for a team, REUNITED is definitely a team that can give you that experience.
Well, it does look like Prets mainly coming from Europe, or not from Europe, yes, also from Russia specifically. So mainly Russian team, so that's kind of interesting.
I can't wait to see
one from Belarus, the rest from Russia. We'll talk about the lineups a little bit. We do have, again, only 2 supports for the defending team, and with Morte playing Zenyatta this time as the only true healer, as it's a Zenyatta and Symmetra-based composition here on defense. Really interesting composition in general for REUNITED. They've also got Unfixed playing as Roadhog right now, which is a huge change from the normal. We're used to seeing Unfixed play Pharah and kind of DPS characters.
Yep, and on Roadhog, I mean, we have seen him on Roadhog every now and then. I think teams are just trying out the Hog more in general, finding ways of, okay, maybe we'll give Roadhog a try here. For me, that's exciting because we don't see him as much as we should. That being said, we do have a Winston from the side of Prets leaping in, immediately going to take a lot of damage though, almost going down, will go down to the sniper rifle of 2easy, and there's a hook! In comes Lucio, down goes Lucio, Unfixed, using that Roadhog chain to great effect, and here comes REUNITED. They're just gonna swarm in and clean out the rest of this.
Morte just did a solo flank as Zenyatta. What? That was interesting.
He ended up getting taken out, but hey, sometimes gotta put a little bit more excitement into your life. I will say this, REUNITED does seem very, very confident and posed right now. Their defense looking very strong, and Prets having some trouble cracking it thus far.
Composition for Prets here. They are running with 2 tanks. It's going to be Winston and Zarya pushing the front lines for their team. And they also have a sniper, so they're going to be trying to snipe through that Winston shield. And here comes an aggressive, really aggressive push by Winghaven, actually putting himself in a little bit of danger, but Morte does have the Harmony Orb safely on Winghaven's head.
Oh, a beautiful shot.
Nice.
2easy just did a beautiful grapple shot on the Synoptic, got the double kill on the Zorius, looking for more, but 2easy definitely on point here in the early parts of Route 66, and this payload has not moved much at all.
And again, guys, excuse me, not a big surprise at all. Prets is a brand new team on the block. We haven't really seen them before. REUNITED, arguably the strongest in Europe right now, so not a big surprise to see them holding very strong here on the first objective of Route 66. And I wonder, what can Prets do to break things up, break up the monotony? They are going to open it up with a sound barrier. Claw's going for Deadeye as well. The pulse bomb is off point for Valetaja. Valetaja hits nothing with that, but 3 kills right in a row for REUNITED. They're holding very comfortably, very strong here. And that monkey ult is all but wasted because he's just going to be singled out and killed here. And back to the drawing board again. Actually gets Morte. That's a surprise.
Yeah, Morte has been the one person that's been dying on the REUNITED side. Everyone else sort of hanging in there, but Morte getting picked off a bit. Sort of the life of Zenyatta, as it were. But really, again, the takeaway from that last fight is that the payload not moving forward a whole lot, and REUNITED still looking really, really strong here. Ultimate-wise for the next fight, there is a bit of an advantage for the offense. They won't have the sound barrier because they just used that, but Buho will have Dragon Blade. I think he's just waiting for the rest of his team to sort of go up here. Could be dropping the Dragon Blade at a moment's notice, but has to be careful not to get too low before going in. And just like that, Deadly Mouse able to take out a fix 65. Here comes the offensive Prets, looking for a little bit of a change up here, getting on the 2easy. Winston in his face, Genji at his back, and down goes 2easy. And this is the best chance that Prets has had all game, but REUNITED fighting right back.
REUNITED still holding on, but Prets with some people still on the point.
Beautiful luck coming out from Unfixed moving forward. Going to help clean this out, and Winghaven and Cruz with a bit of extra cleanup as well. So Yeah, I mean, there was a little bit of life in Prets there, but I feel like it wasn't as coordinated as it could have been, and as a result, now lots of defensive ultimates are out, and they only have 1:15 left to get to this next point.
Yeah, very one-sided game so far here, guys. But I wonder, with such a huge disadvantage, what can they do as an attacking team? Of course, the Zarya ultimate can be huge, but no damage done whatsoever. And that's 4 kills right in a row. And Prets, man, they have got to try something different. They've got to push together as a team. Otherwise, they're going to get stuck without moving the payload far at all.
And speaking of getting stuck, Zorius just got stuck to the face with Volatage's Pulse Bomb, going to take him out and chain kills yet again. And really, everything working for Reunite here, not a whole lot working for Prets. Prets in deep, deep trouble. They have 30 seconds remaining. If they're good... He just took out Synoptic, and now 65 with only 25 seconds remaining. This could be the death knell here for Prets here on map number 1, 66.
All right, Prets, let's see it. Put together your best attempt in the last moments. I want to see something happen. And they get the first kill. Unfixed will respond, though. That Dead IL could be big.
Oh, Lucio dove in front of the hook, stopped him from hooking the Deadeye and stopping it. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but he definitely just protected McCree in a very personal way. And Prets, a little bit of life here, but no. Volataja getting deep into the back, gets a double kill. They're swarming. Deadly Mouse, one of the last people alive. He's going to go down. And Buho trying to get forward as Roadhog, not going to make it. And a very, very decisive hold coming out from the side of Reunited.
Yeah, utter decimation there. And that's an interesting lineup there for Reunited. I'm wondering actually if this is the pick of Roadhog is something Route 66 specific, or if we're just going to see Reunited playing with Roadhog more often in the future. And it's not something we're used to seeing all that often from them.
Yeah, I feel like they've been experimenting with it a decent amount in recent times. Like, they don't, if they're up against a really, really top-level team where they feel like they're in danger, you don't see it too often, but I've seen them mix it in more in, like, lower round brackets or times where they feel they have advantage, and I think they feel there's potential there, but, you know, for those who are wondering why teams might not be running Roadhog more in general, Roadhog is a double-edged sword, is that, yes, he can isolate people and get kills, but because of how ultimate charge builds in the game, he also can build a lot of ultimate up for the enemy team. So a badly played Roadhog oftentimes can spell doom because the other team will just be very charged up on ultimates, which is why running an offensive Roadhog in particular is really dangerous, just because, you know, the defense is more likely to win that engagement. If they do, their Roadhog just gave them that much more in regards to ult power.
All right, so unfortunately for Prets here, all that Reunited needs to do is get past the first checkpoint, as I'm stumbling over every other word here. Apologies for that, guys. So yeah, it's going to be really tough for Prets to hold here. I think Reunited is going to take an early, quick win here on Route 66. But thanks everybody for joining us. My name is Fishdix, that's ZP. We're casting the GamersOrigin Overwatch Cup, 1,000 euros on the line. With the first place team taking 700 euros, second place team taking 300. And Reunited seems to be on a warpath, and I think that they're headed straight towards a clash with, of course, Maidong, who's already waiting in the grand finals.
A clash with Maidong, could it be any more fearsome? But there's something to note here is that in theory then, whoever wins the set, they're guaranteed at least 300 euros split 6 ways. That's right. The worst they can do for getting into our grand finals, so definitely a lot of incentive for both teams here to win this and advance into the tournament. That being said, taking a look at the defense here, coming out from the side of Prets, we're going to have Claws on the McCree, Buho on the Zarya, Zorius on Roadhog, Synoptic on Widowmaker, Deadly Mouse on Lucio, and Faizu as the Junkrat.
Over on the attacking team, it's too easy running Widowmaker, Valataja, McCree. Cruz is playing his tried and true Lucio Morte. This time on Mercy, Unfixed running with this time a DPS class, going with Genji, and Winghaven finally rounding things out with his tried and true Reinhardt. And already, I mean, doesn't it feel different? Doesn't this push already feel like it's just got more confidence, more oomph behind it?
It absolutely does. Unfixed got inside back, was able to take out the defensive Roadhog. Too easy now, gets taken out by Synoptic. Synoptic with a little bit more life in him, but 2 members of the defense still down. Unfixed still being a total pain in the back. Good HP still even, as Winghaven takes down Faizu. Unfixed going to get that health pack, move forward, has Widowmaker in his sights. Widow in very deep trouble here. Unfixed on the prowl, takes out Synoptic, looking for more, has Lucio in his sights now. Lucio very likely to die. Gonna get saved by Zarya's shield, at least for now. And let's talk about Unfixed, man. We've talked about this on the Gosu tournaments, but he has been Reunited's just most improved player, I feel like, over the last week. Or not week, but like last month, really.
Well, I'm assuming that's GG. Not totally sure.
I think it's GG. There's been a little bit of tournament here where they said they might need to go all the way to the end. I don't think so, though. I'm pretty sure it there's no timing on individual points, but you know, capping the point when the other team didn't should be going back to lobby, etc. But that's what both players are agreeing on, so we're just gonna go with that. So, a quick map 1 victory coming out for Reunited, definitely showing some dominance here on Route 66. And we'll see if Prets has it in them, maybe the reverse fortune on whatever map they might choose for map number 2.
Let's hope so. Either way, we're going to be headed to our grand finals probably super quick here. I wonder what the next map will be that Prets chooses. Wouldn't be surprised if they do try to go for something on the cheesier side.
Yeah, I mean, of the maps that they have available to them, they have Kings Row and Kings Row and Nepal, I believe, are on deck. So they could try bring Reunited in Nepal, but that, I don't know. I mean, given the individual matchups there, King of the Hill is more one on your 1v1 matchups, and Reunited seem to be winning all of that handily. So maybe their best chance would be somehow bringing it to Hollywood and trying to find, you know, good defensive posture, all the rest. But that's also a really strong map for Reunited. All in all, I mean, I don't want to judge too much off one map, but it does feel like Prets is a little bit outclassed here.
Yep, definitely. And Nepal is going to be the choice. Going to Nepal again. Have we seen this in every series? Almost.
I think so. I think every series today, I think second map has been Nepal. Maybe I'm missing something, but it has definitely been the trend where, okay, we lost first map, go to Nepal. Maybe people just have a more enduring love for it after the stress test weekend where you had Nepal just shoved down your throat as one of 3 maps, whether you liked it or didn't like it.
Here we go.
We're getting in. This is starting very quickly here. Reunited versus Prets, map number 2, Nepal, and here we go.
Starting quickly, might be over quickly as well. Of course, you know, we're rooting for the guys over at Prets. We want to see them put up a fight in this best of 3. But it's a tall order again, Reunited. I certainly place them as Europe's #1 team right now. Maidong looking very strong. But honestly, Reunited, they've stuck together since the day 1. They have been together as a team. They have played so well, time and time again. You know, they just got second in the One Nation of Gamers Invitational last weekend, and they've won a number of GosuGamers weeklies over the course of the last couple of months, almost always making it to the grand finals, if not winning the whole tournament. So, Reunited, you know, they're one of the strongest in the scene, and no big surprise to see them taking an easy win in the first map there.
Yeah, Reunited, I mean, they are the team to beat. They are definitely, for me, they would definitely be my evil empire of the tournament. I think Maidong will probably go in being the underdogs, but you know what? Don't write off a Tivik Mendokusai team, so to speak. They're both really, really strong, and Maidong does have upset potential, but they're going to have to bring it in the, if Reunited does, in fact, get to the grand finals here, getting through Prets. That being said, Claw's starting out the game with a big pickoff, takes out Winghaven. Voltage, though, striking right back, takes out Synoptic. Both teams now 5v5, and Prets definitely looking a little bit better here on Nepal when compared to what they did on Route 66.
Yeah, much better. Already actually almost within an advantage now, as the point is ready to be captured, and Prets has done it, man. They had the advantage, a huge advantage. 2EZ, the only one left alive for his team. He could go down and out right now, and it
Winston
looks like
just chasing that down.
Wow. The dream is not dead.
Dream is not dead.
Alive.
Yeah, I can't say I expected this, given what happened last game, but Prets coming out strong in the first push. We'll see if Reunited can turn this around here on their second push of the game. They're moving in. Speed boost is out. Voltaja damage boosted by Morte on the prowl. Both teams still at full strength. Here comes Voltaja looking for what he can get. Pulse Bomb comes out. Faizu takes out Cruz. So, again, Prets coming out with the first kill, and Faizu absolutely on fire here to start out Nepal.
There's a big revive, bringing back 2 for Reunited, so it was looking really good for Prets for a second there, but a revive changes the course of the action. And Buho's trying to slice and dice his way through the opponents, but not able to really get too much done. Deadly Mouse and now in danger of going out. Zorius will go out as well, so Reunited taking the point for the first time here on Nepal.
Yeah, that was looking a little bit dicey for Reunited to begin with. The Resurrection coming out from Morte really turning things in their favor. Brought it back up Voltaja. Voltaja will get a few kills, and they took the points. Now, this is where Prets will really be tested to say, okay, you're able to win an early fight, but can you win a fight when the defense is set up? Unfixed has Graviton Surge. This is going to be rough. In comes the Sound Barrier from Reunited. They're holding on to that Graviton. Tweezy, it'll take out Faizu immediately. That might be a bad omen given how much Faizu has done. In comes the Primal Rage. Death Blossom coming out from Claws gets absolutely nothing accomplished. And so far, even though it's been somewhat bloodless, I think this is looking pretty good for Reunited.
Yeah, Tweezy able to back out, get the health pack, full health again for his Genji. And it's a huge advantage now for Reunited as they have taken enough kills that it's just going to allow them to roll over the rest. Most likely fairly easily here. And now the Winston in danger too, so Winston's dead. Synoptics out of the action for another 20 seconds.
And look at Reunited, they're just being absolutely smothering. They're pushing in, not giving any room, going deep into the side of Prets. But look at Prets here as they move forward. They do have Pulse Bomb, they do have Graviton Surge. That's a wombo combo that can be a thing. They're looking for it. Here comes the Graviton Surge. Only gets the Lucio in it. Lucio will get taken out immediately, but meanwhile, take a look at Too Easy. Too Easy busting out the Dragon Blade, slicing and dicing with the aid of Unfixed. Triple kill here for Reunited, making a quad, and Reunited asserting dominance here on the first round in Nepal.
Yes, sir. Pretzel did put up a fight, though. One more chance, one more opportunity to jump in, but they have to start moving quick. Let's see that speed boost. You guys got to get in there. Too Easy pushing ahead of his team, and actually Too Easy putting himself in a lot of danger with Voltaja with the Pulse Bomb as they push further and further onto the point. But Prets maybe has the advantage they needed. Prets. That was exactly what they needed, but Reunited had both of their support ultimates ready. Mort brought everyone back to life.
Blade is gone. A Sound Barrier is out now for Reunited. They were all dead, and yet they are all back. This is true Beta 1 style gameplay, Fish Sticks. And now Reunited has a good chance of holding this.
Yeah, that was looking really good for Preds. That was exactly what they needed, but Reunited had both of their support ultimates ready. Mort brought everyone back to life, and of course then we saw Cruz drop the Sound Barrier, and that's going to be it. It looks like we're going to cap things off on the first point here, unless there's a miracle.
Graviton Surge at the end also doing a whole ton of work. That was just cleanup. It wasn't, maybe it wasn't even needed, but you know, there's 3 people left in the team. Why not put them in a black hole and end them rightly, as Reunited just did? So Reunited, not the cleanest round 1 victory, though. Prets definitely took them to task at multiple points, but Reunited able to sort of use experience to their advantage, a little bit of better alt coordination, a little bit of better positioning, and they take round 1, and now they are a mere round away from knocking Prets out of the tournament.
Yep, last chance for the predominantly Russian team to stay alive in the tournament. And make it to the grand finals and face off against My Dog, who waits eagerly. They're waiting.
My Dog
ready.
is just waiting in anticipation.
Yes.
But take a look here, the offense coming out from the side of Reunited, moving forward to the point. So is the offense of Prets, however. Both teams really being very aggressive on HR. Voltaja, though, able to get first kill of the game, takes out Claws. Down goes Synoptic. 2 kills now for Reunited. They're moving forward, make it 3 kills, and this should be first cap in favor of Reunited as they push the Prets back.
Yeah, a couple Prets members still alive, but they are outnumbered vastly. They have to back off and regroup their team.
Thank you, guys.
At least they're able to do that and not die.
Interesting thing coming out from Prets is that Buho was able to get a lot of damage done. He's going to have a very early Dragon Blade. He's already at 80%, so maybe a Dragon Blade can reverse fortunes for the Prets here. Dragon Blade, very, very useful when people are closed in, and we'll just have to see.
Alright, Buho playing Genji. He will have his ultimate soon for Prets. So there it is. He does have his ultimate out, and let's see if he can get the kills he needs.
Coming out the victors, and now they are mere 65, or actually 35% away from moving on to our grand finals. And look at that, in comes a Dragon Strike, picks up a kill, zones people out, and Unfixed making hot. And that is a quick team fight. team wipe. I wasn't even expecting that fight to engage where it did. It just sort of both teams saw each other, went in, but Reunited coming out the victors, and now they are a mere 65, or actually 35% away from moving on to our grand finals. And look at that, in comes a Dragon Strike, picks up a kill, zones people out, and Unfixed making Hanzo look phenomenal here as we go deeper into round number 2.
Yeah, the question is he picking Hanzo here because he just feels that comfortable, or is this actually, you know, what he'd pick if he was playing against Cloud9? I'm not totally sure, but making it work for sure, man.
Sound barrier is out for both sides. Unfixed Voltage, though, cleaning up all the kills. Buo's in the back, looking for anything he can get. Claws with the Death Blossom does not bloom. That being said, Faizu coming in, landing some very good rockets. Turning things in his favor, but
Buko just got it by himself. What?
The back cap Genji, no one expects it. I do think Reunited's gonna be able to get back on this. They do have the advantage, but hey, here comes the offense of the side of Prets going in hard. Unfixed very likely to die here, but no, Winston gets booped away. He's gonna get res back up. Buho on a double kill. Still not the worst look for Prets. Incoming Graviton Surge. That's gonna grab a whole bunch of people. Faizu with the follow-up, and Prets has arrived. They're gonna hang on to the middle that Buho initially got from a ninja. No pun intended.
Nicely done by Prets. At least holding on to some honor. They're gonna make it happen here. Now collecting up to 35% on the objective. So definitely like the switch over to Nepal. It's working out for Prets, at least a lot better than Payload did. And that was really nice stuff. It all began with Buho's sneaky back cap, all by himself. He capped with no contention whatsoever. But now the first 2 kills are going to go the way of Reunited. Reunited picking up more and more and more of an advantage here on Nepal.
And Too Easy with the Dragon Blade was able to get double kills, now pushing forward onto the Zarya. Zarya in deep trouble. Down goes Zarya. Too Easy absolutely exploding to take that for Reunited. And now Prets back up against the wall here, Fish6. They have to move in and force overtime the next 10%, or they are going to be going home.
Got one last chance here. They've got to move swiftly. And here comes an ultimate from the side. It's a sneaky ultimate again from Buho, continuing to come from strange and interesting angles. Faizu gonna try his best and pick up 2 as well. Valutasha responds. And this is actually pretty even. Well, never mind. That was a big
Reunited's gonna take it over in the end. It was even for quite a while there, but Reunited able to hang on. They are going to send the Prets packing, as it were, and they will move on to the grand finals, where they will have their epic, long-awaited showdown with Maidong.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll watch this final play of the game, but get ready. The main event is coming your way with the grand finals, where 1,000 euros will be given away, and we'll finally get a chance to see how this Maidong team stacks up against Europe's best in Reunited.
Yep, good stuff coming up from Reunited. Reunited definitely, if we were to compare what we saw on the other side of the bracket, Reunited seemed a little bit more dominant than Maidong. At least in the game we observed here, Reunited never really out of control. Maidong got rattled a little bit in their grand final, or their ascent to the grand finals, but maybe it's possible that bracket was a little bit tougher. We will find out. All questions will be answered in just a few minutes when we come back with the finals of the GamersOrigin Overwatch Cup. And just so you can see this, that is Fish6. I'm ZP. We'll be back in about 6 minutes. Grand finals coming your way. Stay tuned.